All right, we're going to go. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Retro and Rare podcast, episode for a Manual Monday. You satisfied with the Manual Monday? Because we got item of the day. It involves a manual-ish kind of a thing. We're good?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Great. Well, first of all, Happy New Year, scumbag. It's the first of the new year. That's like, what's the etiquette on that? How many days are you allowed to say Happy New Year? To me, it's 10 days. January 10th, you're not allowed to tell me Happy New Year.
Yeah, I would say 7 days is at least a week.
You just have to be a dick and one-up me and say 7. It's 10 days. It's a fucking unwritten rule. You never heard that rule? Okay, well, let's talk about why you're here 2 hours fucking late. And then you show up to my house with a bunch of Pokemon shit and a Nintendo Switch. Like I'm supposed to be like, oh, don't worry about you're late, bro. I love your Switch. Okay.
The feds got me.
The feds got you. So what were you doing? Just like you're doing now. You're playing Pokemon Go while we're doing the fucking podcast. Yeah, I'm like a teacher. I caught you. Scumbag. You caught a fucking Bulbasaur. My knowledge is getting better. Anyway, tell the story about what happened.
Well, the laws changed. You can't even hold your phone while driving.
Now I'm not sure what other states. January 1st, they started this new law where even if you're holding your phone and a cop sees you, they shut you down. Level 5. Light them up, Billy. So you got pulled over. And what did the cops say?
Well, he gave me a lecture about a whole bunch of things, and then he gave me a warning.
He knew you were an idiot. He's like, dude, this kid's not doing good. This kid, I'm just not going to fuck with him today. I'll let him get through. But, yo, they said the first time is a lecture. Then it's like a $60 ticket. Then it's $120. But my thing is, you know me. I'm Larry the fucking lawyer. I'd be like, yeah, how you doing, officer? How you doing? And look, I don't advocate. I'm actually opposite of what I'm about to say. If a cop tells you do something, you do it. I don't want to hear about all this shit. I'm not going to get political about it. But unfortunately, police are in a position to tell you what the fuck to do. You have to do it. I'm just saying. Tell it to the judge. Now, I'm going to tell a cop, because if they pull you over for speeding, they got the gun, right? It's like a thing. I'm supposed to just believe. Like, what do you mean? I wasn't on my phone. What are you talking about? Now, if it was like blatant, I'm at a light and like it's just, but in passing, how are they going to enforce that law? That's the first thing I think of with laws. How do they enforce that? Because I'm a scammer fuck. That's why.
I mean, he thought I was holding my phone. I don't know. I mean, it was kind of sketchy.
But it's weird to me that they can go, oh, we saw you holding your phone. Here's $100 ticket. It's like, well, what? Okay. At least if you get a speeding ticket, it's like, no, right here on this gun, it's registered. By the way, if they don't calibrate the gun once every X amount of days, it's different from state to state. I got a ticket thrown out once. It was a Hail Mary. I was like 18, 19 years old, and I got like a going 75 and a 50, whatever it was. And I went to court just because one of my friends told me this once, and I requested through the court and all this shit. They were pissed too. When the last time the gun was calibrated, and sure as shit, it was over the date and they threw it out. I took many L's though in between then, like with tickets and parking and all that shit. So
what car were we speeding?
The CLK. At the CLK 55 AMG. Yeah. I was going ham. I was racing a Porsche on my way to work when I worked at Mercedes. It was cool. So I had to be about 21. It wasn't 18. It was about 21 years old. It was awesome, bro. That cop was fucking pissed. And then he sees some young kid in a Mercedes. It was like, oh, you're definitely getting fucked. And that's probably why he did it. But I got him. Whatever. All right, so we got some topics. Thank you guys for sending in topics. I really feel like the show is a show now. Do you feel like that?
Yeah, it's clean. It's clean now.
I feel like the show is like, we have like an actual show. Like there's like a regimen. We do it every Monday. Like we're on episode 19. I think it's 19, right? Cool. I feel like we're a fucking show. Like we're a little kid and we just came out. We're a show. We're real.
I thought it was at episode 10 we're a show.
I know, but we're almost at 20 now. And by the way, the giveaway is still going on. I said, listen, whenever we hit 500 subscribers, it's a little baby milestone. Fuck it. I'll give away a Sega Genesis Mini and some other goodies. We're going to wait. We're going to patiently wait, and we're going to find out who's going to get the Sega Genesis Mini. You don't have to do anything but follow. This is what we're doing. I figured it out. This way it's simple.
I hope we do it because people were pissed last time.
Where's the 500 subscribers, dickhead? I need the 500. I'm not doing it at fucking 400. I'm doing it at 500. Then we're going to take 500 names. You're going to type them up. We're going to put them in a random number generator, and we're just going to go boom. Jimmy from Alabama. I have no problem with Alabama, by the way. If you're from Alabama and you win the fucking Genesis Mini, do it. Speaking of Genesis Mini and people that are not nutjob gamers like me and you and some of the other people that watch the show, you know what's funny? There are people out there that don't even know things like the Genesis Mini exist. Like, I was listening to Brennan Schaub, and I talk to him a lot. He's a cool dude. We just speak through DM. I send him a couple things. He's like, I heard him on Fighter and the Kid talking to Callan about how he went to this comedy thing what he was doing in another state, and in the green room they had he's like, they have this thing, it's like a little Genesis, and you plug it in, it's got all the games, and I'm like, bro, what? Like, you're a millionaire and you don't even know about, I don't know why money has anything to do with it, but I'm just saying, like, you don't know. And then I'm like, oh, everybody's not like, I knew the day it came out, what games were on it, I watched 19 reviews before I picked it up. Some people don't even know the Super Nintendo Mini, the classic, none of them exist. PlayStation, no, people don't know.
Supposedly, the rumor is 64.
Bro, we've been
and
saying
GameCube's
this.
coming out.
We've been saying this for years. GameCube is not coming out. I hope I'm wrong. I've said it once. I said it a million times. I hope I'm wrong. I don't think GameCube's coming out. I love all these systems. I love all the classics. To me, they're one of the best things to happen to gaming in a long time. Just in general, it allows people that aren't nut jobs like me and you to play classic games simply. No downloading, no sketchy shit. Simple. Some people hate on it. I don't know why they would. Other people that think they can make a Raspberry Pi for cheaper and it look as good. You're wrong. You're wrong. Anyway, before we get to topics, I want to do a quick shout out and a little announcement / I kind of announced it already. Did you see my story post about collabing with espionage.vr?
Oh.
It's my homie over there, bro. He's a good kid. First of all, if you guys don't know, hit up espionage.vr on Instagram. All the information to the website and shit is there. Incredible clothes. You've seen me rock it before. The Metal Gear hoodie. I had a fucking Final Fantasy hoodie. It's a champion hoodie with the Final Fantasy 7 and the Japanese logo. It's beautiful, man. I got a Xenogears one, but we're doing a collab. We're working together.
Oh, word.
We're gonna put out some Gran Turismo shit. Some clean ass Gran Turismo shit. Maybe some other shit too. He's got Metal Gear pieces. But just hit him up, espionage.vr. I believe my code at checkout, which is retro15 at checkout, will still get you 15% off. So hit him up, bro. Hit him the fuck up. Now, give me a topic, because I'm feeling good.
Well, you got the America shit on. What do you think about the Iran shit? Not to get political.
Fuller,
but...
easy on the Pepsi. What movie is that from, by the way, quick?
What the fuck was that?
Fuller, easy on the Pepsi.
Oh, Home Alone's.
Nice. Nice, bro. You're still an idiot, but nice. And what were you saying about my wonderful Smithsonian 1994 vintage?
This might be risky, but do you want to talk about Iran shit?
Well, I don't get it. I mean, we killed someone that's bad, and people are pissed because Donald Trump did it. I'm not political. I don't care. If you love Donald Trump, great. If you hate Donald Trump, great. I don't care. I don't vote. I'm a scumbag. I don't care. I just live in this bubble. I play fucking weird video games. I don't care. We killed someone's bad. You tell me that leader was a good dude? I don't get it.
People are pissed.
Am I being an ignorant American and I don't really know what's going on? So I'm making a comment on he was a good guy and we just killed him? I'm pretty sure he was probably a scumbag. I mean, like, I don't understand it. So anyway, I think anything that Trump does, it doesn't. If it's good, it's still bad to a certain group of people. And who cares?
That was like real life Tom Clancy shit.
Yeah, well, there's a ton of shit that goes on every day behind the scenes that no one knows about, bro. This was just a bigger thing and it got through and all this other shit, but come on, bro. Now, what's going on in Australia? You pull up in my driveway, I immediately start yelling at you about being late, and you're like, yo, Australia. I'm like, what's up? So tell me what's going on.
Yeah, pray for Australia. It sucks.
So there's wildfires in Australia.
Yeah.
When did this start? Because I swear to God, that's the first time I heard it.
I don't know, but it's fucked up because I think Brazil went through the same shit too.
I remember Brazil went through it, but what in Australia? So, all right, there's just fires, and they said 500 million animals died.
Yo.
I'm not laughing at just the number is mind blowing. 500 million? I read 500 million. I don't understand that.
Well, the good thing is that there's people that are trying to do stuff, you know?
Yeah, well, God bless them. Anyway, let's talk about important stuff. Give me a topic for video games.
All right, we got, let's see here. Oh, Final Fantasy VII Remake.
I mean, a lot of people want me to talk about it. I don't know what else to say. I mean, has there been any new gameplay footage? I've seen a couple of demos played. It's coming out March 4th. Your birthday, right?
No, March 3rd.
3rd, your birthday, yeah.
That's going to be sick.
Still didn't get the limited edition. I've been looking at them on eBay. They're just chunking. Yo, pre-order in hand. Shut the fuck up, bro. Whatever. Oh, you know what? Quick thank you to you. You actually did something nice for me. You bought me the simplest gift sometimes, people, is the greatest thing ever. You bought me a headphone extension. Am I correct?
Yeah.
It's beautiful. You know what's great about it? I don't have to fucking worry about, like, I'm going to rip this fucking Cloud X fucking headphone thing out. So I want to thank you for that. Now, anyway, Final Fantasy VII, I'm excited. I just don't know how far I can talk about it without just being like, hey, I sold my Final Fantasy shirt. Should we talk? Yeah, you wanted me to talk about it. Let's talk about it. So, I sold all pretty much the good shit. I want to shout out people out there. He's shaking his head behind the scenes because he wanted me to take $10 for everything. I got in touch. You know what I did? On some real hustle shit, because I've never done this. I've been following a lot of vintage pages lately and this and that. Guess what? The money is out there, people. I'm going to be serious about this because a lot of people hit me up about shit. Let me tell you something. I took my time and I went to who I thought would be interested in it. And I fucking, went into Mikey salesman mode. And I DM'd people just out of the blue. I could tell you're into fucking shirts. I could see your page. And then I look for more of a collector. Somebody like me, not someone that's looking to just buy something for $30, sell it for $100. I get it, that's the game, but that's not who I was looking for. Well, I took my time. I sent a couple DMs and I actually met a bunch of great people via online. Like, a couple of these dudes I've been talking to, bro, we have so much shit in common. We ended up having conversations, but guess what? I sold my shirts to them for collector prices. And I don't mean that to brag or boast, but what I'm saying is I knew that these shirts were worth a certain amount to a certain person. It's just about finding that person. And that's not always the easiest thing. And they're sales 101, right? But talk to people, PayPal'd it up, done. Boom, boom, boom. I've mailed them out. We're done. I mean, that's a lesson, bro. Like, take your time, get good quality product, and network with people. I've spent my entire Instagram career, if you will, networking with people. And they're not always there. They're not always in my face. They're not always talking to me. But I always know they're there. And if I need them for something, I got to connect for a connect. Networking 101. Super important.
It's a win-win.
Whoa, oh shit. We just talked about it. Fuck.
What happened?
We just talked about how this thing was beautiful and I still fucked it up. It's all right, though. I respect you, bro. Thank you. I had to plug it back in. We're good. So anyway, Final Fantasy VII was that topic. I wanted to say I sold my t-shirt. It was cool. You can give me another topic.
Would you pay like the collector price for that collector's edition?
No. Well, that's different. Final Fantasy VII Collector's Edition, was it going for $500 at least?
No, it was going for $400, like original. Now I think it's going for like $700.
No, I won't be buying that. I would be more apt to pay for something from 1997. You see what I'm saying? Something that from when that game came out, I would pay, like, if there was a Cloud, like the bike and all that shit, like from then is different. I'm just something about newer collectibles paying an overage I just can't fuck with. But you know what? As I get older and as I get into collecting for not different reasons, but like I look at it from a different lens, I'm enjoying watching markets on collectibles. From watches to comic books to toys to video games. Video games is a new market. Watches have been around forever. Toys have been around forever. Comic books have been around forever. Video games have been around for 30, 35 solid years. You can go back into the weird shit, but NES and up, basically 85 and up, 85 to 2003, I would say. That's my wheelhouse. We were just talking, Super Nintendo's down. You noticed that, right? You hit me up about a couple games and I told you Super Nintendo market is down. But who cares? Buy them up, the good games you want, and maybe they'll go back up. But if you do it strictly for an investment, people, you might run into problems. It's a risk. If that game costs you $200, you got to be willing to lose the $200. That's the way it works. All right, give me another topic.
But you bought Resident Evil 2 Collector's Edition. And that's chunks.
No, what do you mean? But a retail price.
Oh, Resident Evil 3, I mean. Right?
Yeah, but that's the retail price. I'm talking about something that's $200 retail, like a collector, and then all of a sudden it's $750 on eBay. You're like, fuck it. Nah. You feed into that market, though. If you pay that price, you feed the market. Got to feed the beast.
There's a question I like. What's wrong with the Switch?
Oh, my God. Do we even have enough time on this transition for that, bro? Do we even have enough time? How much time we got left in the transition? Because I'll go off.
We don't got enough time, I think.
Yeah, exactly. So give me another one, and we'll come back after we do item of the day. We'll talk about why the Switch is garbage and you're all idiots. Thank you.
All right, we'll go back to the best mini console right now. And which one would you like to have them make?
I really enjoy that Genesis one, but it might be the shiny new toy thing where it's the newest one. The PlayStation. All right, if we're talking about them stock, the PlayStation one stock wasn't the best, right? We can just say that. I'm looking at them now. NES, SNES, they're equally as good. I really like the Genesis because I'm a Genesis guy, just slightly more. I did just put up on my story a poll for Genesis or SNES, like definitive. Which one are you going with? I think most people are going to do Super Nintendo, and I do believe, you put a gun to my head, I think SNES has the better library overall. But the Mini, I really like that Genesis Mini. I like it came with the 2 controllers. I like that they're red button controllers. They're not 6 button. People are pissed. You can get a 6 button. Of course, they're going to make their money on it. Like, what the fuck? For accessories. But the game selection was cool on the Genesis. Now, you can hack these things and do whatever you want. For God's sakes, I have how many games on the PlayStation Mini because of the True Blue thing. Now, some people, you do it like you hack your shit internally with the computer. And I like the stick was cool. But I'll say the Genesis Mini is my favorite. Now, I would like to see them make 64. I could see them making a 64 Mini. Classic, whatever you call it. I don't see them making a GameCube. I could be wrong, though. It just seems a little too far in. Like a PS2. Imagine a PS2 Mini. That would be my favorite one.
What about Dreamcast?
I know, but I just don't see them doing that. It's like, and I'm not an expert on emulation and ROMs, and it just seems like a lot of, they'd have to make it maybe more expensive. I mean, the Neo Geo, shit, I left that out. I love the Neo Geo Mini. I love that thing. That's not as popular as it, but, you know, Neo Geo's a system, motherfuckers. If you're serious with your shit, you get yourself an AES home system, you start buying those giant carts. That's big boy shit. Big boy shit for real. Get your mind right, though. Why don't you collect good shit for once in your life? All right, motherfuckers, you know what time it is. It's time for item of the day. Today's item is more of a Doyle thing than it is mine. This is Doyle picked this up. This is the Game Boy Pokemon Color Pikachu Edition. Am I correct? Is that what it's called? What is it called?
Yeah, that's perfect.
So I'll be honest, man. You know me. I'm not a Pokemon guy, really. I do know who Pikachu is. I can tell there's Jigglypuff on there, and I don't know who that one is in the corner.
It's Togepi.
I don't know who Togepi is. It sounds like something you order at a restaurant. Now, what's the significance in this? It's a Game Boy Color, but it's the limited edition that has Pikachu or Pokemon on it. So this came as a box set.
Yeah, it comes with the game cartridge.
Okay, and we got B-roll footage, so we're fine. Don't worry about showing it and shit. It's really cool. Now you told me not to tell your secret, but we're gonna tell your secret. Well, yeah, well, fuck you, bro. You're not gonna get all the good shit. I want to let other kids, especially the Pokemon people. So you buy your shit separately. You bought this box and inserts separately than the Game Boy Color, right?
Yeah.
But did you pay more than you'd pay complete by buying them separately? You told me you paid.
Yeah, it's like less expensive
to do it separately.
Yeah.
So you told me you paid $90 for this box, and box and manuals, whatever come inside, and you paid how much for the original, just the Game Boy Color Pokemon?
Like $30.
And how much is? I don't know the pricing on that. Is why I'm asking. How much is that normal? What would it normally go for complete? Is what I should say.
I mean, in that condition, probably like $200, $250.
So you save yourself like $40 on there, something like that.
Yeah, a little bit more than that.
Oh, okay. So that, and then you have the game, obviously. Oh, so this came with the game as well?
Yeah.
So this was a big time. What was this, 1997?
Yeah, somewhere around there. It was like 1998 or some shit.
Yeah. Because they have the Tommy Hilfiger one came out around this thing. But that didn't come with no games.
That one's chunky.
Came with a fucking hoodie. Nah. The box for it is clean. The box for the Tommy Hilfiger, it's got the fucking hologram thing on it. Yeah, that's dope. So this is cool. I mean, fuck Pokemon, really, because I don't understand. I just never got into it, bro. And that brings me to, thank you for contributing to item of the day. Somebody asked me about the Switch, or every single follower I have wants to know why I don't like the Switch. Now, I've gone over this a million times, but we'll do it again because I got no problem with it. I don't run from it. It's not a hot take. It's really how I feel. Here it is. I found a way to simplify it. I don't like the hardware. Number one. The controllers, the Joy-Cons, suck. So we're talking hardware. The graphic ability, the CPU, the way it's not up to the standards that I fuck with. I need 60 frames. I need 1080p at the minimal at all times. At all times. There's never a way that I'm fucking with 720 at 30 frames. Me personally, right? Game selection. Don't really care. Don't know if I grew out of Nintendo. I'm like a curmudgeon old man now, and I'm like, oh, fuck Mario Odyssey and Breath of the Wild. It doesn't have the same hit as certain new games on Xbox One X, which I really don't play, or PS4 Pro, which is like my everyday system I beat the shit out of, and I love it. So, yeah, the hardware just doesn't do it for me. But here's the thing. You get a pass if you're a grown man and you have a Switch because you have a family. That's my one thing. It's like, dude, for kids, which I think it's designed for, it's a great system. It's a great system for you and your family to sit down and play some games and do some funny motion-based gaming. And then, oh yeah, road trip, cool, sit in the back seat. I'm okay with that. But unfortunately, the people who just enjoy the Switch can't enjoy it quietly, can they? This is to you and anyone else. Enjoy your Switch quietly and leave me the fuck alone. Because when you come at me unprovoked and try to tell me why the Switch is the greatest thing ever, and then I tell you why it's not, or I did a post last night. I put up the GameCube, the Panasonic Q, and I said, this is the last great Nintendo system. Changed my mind. Nobody changed my mind. Nobody told me anything. People just call me a hater. People told me I got to spend time with the Switch. You bring your Switch over every single time you come here. I've played it. It's not good.
I don't play like Star Fox on it.
Oh, and that's the other thing that you love to tell me. Yeah, but I could play SNES. And bro, there's SNES Mini. You have a regular SNES console. Hell, you could play SNES on your fucking phone. And so you're telling me how much does a Switch cost? $300, right? And now the Switch Lite, because they realize they milked all you idiots for your money on the Switch. Now like, yo, Switch Lite and it's different colors. Pay us another $200. Nah, bro. What's your defense? You're representing all those people online right now. Feel that weight on your shoulders?
Well, the fact that it's portable is amazing.
Sega Nomad.
Yeah, but the Sega Nomad you can't play Switch games on.
Thank God. Thank God you can't. Can you imagine how horrible that would be? Even though they would probably play your Switch games better than Switch, because I think the Sega Nomad might be more powerful.
It has Sega Genesis for the Switch.
Yeah, I know. It's just, and then you know what? Everyone knows I'm right, but they don't want to admit it. And that's cool. Like, you could like the Switch. You could like it, but it's not as good of a system as an Xbox One X or a PS4 Pro. And then when I say that, people go, oh, no, I know that. I'm not. No, but you are saying that. By you not saying the other systems are better and just shutting the fuck up about it, you're trying to be like, no, the Switch is better. It's not.
Yeah, but why can't you play both?
Absolutely, you can. Just stop about, just like, yo, you could listen to your mumble rap that you listen to, bro. Even though I think you can't like Drake and Nas, like you, in my opinion, like it is one or the other for me, but I'm weird. Just shut the fuck up and never say that Drake is better than Nas.
We're afraid that you're missing out.
No, and don't start the bullshit. You're afraid. Oh, so this is for my benefit.
Yeah.
So you guys, all of you guys that harass me online about the Nintendo Switch is strictly for my benefit. You're just looking out for me so that I have the best gaming experience possible.
That's what I'm saying. That's the peeps in the streets.
Oh, this whole time I thought everyone was just trolling me. Holy shit. You guys are just trying to help me out and just put me on that the Switch is an awesome console? Bro, we might have to shut it down. I got to go play it. You brought it, right? I can't wait, bro.
Some people are aggressive, though.
Of course they're aggressive, and they're idiots. You're talking to me. I'm like, listen, man, I say this every episode. If you talk to me about fucking changing a transmission on a 72 Chevelle, I can't help you. But you want to talk video games, I got a little bit, I could talk. Okay? You put a little respect on my name like Birdman, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to the video game shit. I'm never going to be as ill at other shit. I've dedicated my fucking life to this. I think I know what a good and not so good video game system is by this point. And I think my opinion holds a little more weight than just a normal dude that plays fucking... What's your favorite game on the Switch? Toad's Revenge or some shit? Fuck out of here with that bullshit.
Mario Rabbids.
God, it's so bad, bro. And then Nintendo just consistently trying to innovate with gaming. Bro, gaming is with a goddamn controller. Cool, it could be wireless. Let's go. That's it. None of this motion shit. None of this cardboard shit. How do you defend the Labo? How do you defend that, bro? That's a joke, trying to gas people up that your creativity is what's making... dude, I don't have time for all that. You're the game developers. You do the cool shit. Just let me get high and play it on my couch. Some people don't live in reality, Doyle. Some people just don't live in fucking reality. It's unreal.
They got good games, though.
All right, bro. Just give me another fucking topic, please.
All right, so we got CES coming up.
Now, you read into this. I'm not well-versed in CES, what's going on this year. You came in hot talking about Samsung. What's up with Samsung?
They're coming out with a nice TV that rotates to your phone. So it's specifically made for your phone.
What? Wait, it rotates?
Yeah, it's like a 50-inch TV, and it's horizontal. And then when you display your phone, it depends on how you're displaying it. It like changes.
Oh,
it rotates.
like the
Landscape to
okay,
portrait.
okay. I fuck with that. I mean, I don't. Why is that? Why do I need that? Is it really something that's like innovative? I mean, I know that like LG had that TV that's the wallpaper shit. I mean, is that because that should be in stores now instead of being a concept at CES? But I'm sure they got they're doing a lot of 8K and all that shit.
Yeah. So they're doing the infinite screen. It's like no borders.
But bro, that TV right there. Look at the border. Honestly, look at it. Look at how thin. You're telling me it's even thinner than that?
Yeah.
I don't believe it. There is no border on my TV, and that TV is now old. I don't care what anyone says. That LG OLED first generation curved screen 3D 240 hertz internet connected best black levels of all time in 1080p. That's the best TV you could buy. 1080p. I know it's not 4K, but that's an early model, and I am I'm usually a Sony guy because I do get a lot of people that hit me up and they want to talk more modern tech, and I'm into that too. You know, I'm into my clip speakers, my Yamaha receiver, got the EQ set up. I mean, I love the new shit too, and that's why I separated the game room like that. You know, we got the new shit over here, we got the old shit. I always say there isn't too many people that have an OLED and 10 feet away there's a couple of CRTs or a Samsung GX. But so is there anything else is there any gaming shit going on CES that we need to know about?
Well, it's happening today, so we
like
don't know.
Right now.
Just the Samsung one was like
They like
announced
advertisement. Oh, okay.
early. You know.
All right, so that's cool. I guess we'll figure out what's going on with it. I mean, hopefully, I'm always down for new technology, so I'm not hating on that. I hope there's cool shit going on. Maybe they'll announce a new Switch or something, man.
Oh.
Yeah. All right, give me another topic.
All right, so we got what was your first gaming memories?
First gaming memories, man. You know what some of my first ones are playing Mario, like Duck Hunt and shit, like normal shit. But also, there's a game on Commodore 64 that my older brothers, I'm the youngest of four, and my older brothers used to play on Commodore 64 and NES called Mule. You know, it's that weird game I pull out every once in a while. It stands for, because it's an acronym, it's M.U.L. But there's also a mule in the game, and it's basically a strategy-based game where you have to gain resources, and this is in the mid-'80s. And I remember the music and the sounds and that being a thing, and also one of my first memories that it's vividly burned into my brain is playing Rad Racer on NES. Rad Racer, which was one of my favorite racing games, and having those 3D glasses. I just remember seeing the city skylight. I mean, these are real memories that are in my brain that play over and over. So I mean, I could tell you some extravagant story and make up some shit, but for real, like Rad Racer was there, and then Zelda. Basically, what I'm saying is NES are my really early memories. Also in television with the Worm. I had an Intellivision. Remember my mother, God rest her soul, man. She was a big gamer. My mother always bought the cool game. Like, once again, I'm the only kid that I ever knew that had a Philips CDI, like a real CDI. I mean, my mother went and spent all that money, and now that's the mid-'90s, but my mother also stood in line and got the NES. Like that. Oh, and we had stadium events. There's that famous picture. I still have to put the picture up of fucking holding, because I was in Long Island. They sold those copies, were right there. Now, of course, I didn't know what it was. It wasn't even a good game. It wasn't even something. You know, there's a picture of me and my cousin fucking playing, and you could see the cart and the fucking. I don't want to get into it. Apparently, it's still in an attic somewhere in Long Island, but I don't think it is. I looked last time I went up to New York, and I went to the fam's house, and I went, let me take a little look. No, there's nothing there. It's gone. Probably went to Funko Land for 40 cents. That was hilarious though when I wanted a PlayStation 1 and we went to trade in. I told this story before, but we went to trade in. I told my mom, like, Ma, there's this thing where you could trade in the old system and get the new system. So, like, it's not that much money. I don't know the concept of money back then. So I took my Sega Genesis and I wanted the PS1. It was coming out that Christmas, or it was just about. And we went down there with my Genesis, all the accessories, power arcade stick, all type of shit. Fucking games on games on games. Because my mom had the plug for games. I'll tell you about that in a second. The guy offered what I believe in my mind, and like I could be wrong, but I remember the number 40. And I think he offered $40 in trade value. Yo, my mom straight up, old school Barbara, man, she was ready to fucking, I think she lit up a Winston inside there and just was like, let me tell you something. $40? Bro, $40, bro. And so we left with all that. But the thing is, my mom, and I got that, see, God bless my mother, PlayStation. Got it anyway that Christmas with all the games. I mean, she had the plug for games though. She worked in the hospital 40 years, right? So over that time period, and this is like when she was there for like 15 years, she ran the blood donor room in a hospital, and they got donated all kind of shit. Sick kids, blah blah blah. Would sit in the rooms. She was the boss, right? Bro, you know how many totes of baseball, basketball cards, and fucking toys, and video games I got growing up, bro? It's one of the reasons I'm a nut job. I had access. Nobody's parents would buy them that many games, but I had them because people would donate them to the hospital, and then they would sit there, and after they sat there, they would tell her, like, hey, get rid of this shit. They came over to the crib. I fucking had, bro, everything, bro. I just remember, and a lot of them were sports titles. It wasn't like I was getting fucking, but back then, any game was great. That's the difference. We're so overcritical now of video games. Back then, I remember a lot of yellow tab EA kart, games. It was NHL 94, though. That's what introduced me to NHL 94. Shinobi, Shadow Dancer. The reason I love Shadow Dancer is because somebody donated it to fucking Nassau County Medical Center. And I ended up getting it. That's how I went to all the Islander games growing up. They were all free tickets. That was cool. It was a little fucking, you always got to have a hookup in life, And look at that started with this shit. Anyway, next topic.
Now we got NFL playoffs.
Have you been watching the games? I know you've been working a lot.
Yeah, I watched a couple.
Dude, Tom Brady's gone. I know, but listen, guys, hello. It's still Tom Brady. Like, he's still the greatest quarterback of all time. This is coming from the most hardcore Giant fan ever. Tom Brady's the best quarterback of all time. I don't want to hear it. And he's old. And the Patriots, but here's the thing. Now we have what, the Titans? I don't give a fuck. I don't want to see. I want to see the Patriots and the Eagles, motherfucker. I don't want to see what I'm going to see. And I always get mad because I'm not separating myself from it. I'm not a Texans fan. I'm not a Titans fan. I just root for the bigger game at that point. You're telling me that you want to see the Texans versus the Titans?
It's a new gen. Drew Brees is out too.
I know. That's what I'm saying. You don't want to see the fucking Saints win? I want to see the Saints win, honestly, out of the two. I did want to see the Saints win.
It's a new gen.
Fuck out of here. Vikings. I'm not into it, bro.
What about your boy Buffaloes?
Yeah, because of fucking Benny the Butcher. No, I am rooting for them, bro. Because that's the default, right? So, like, it goes Giants, Jets, Bills. Well, I got three teams. Just like in, fucking basketball, you got the Knicks and the Nets. I guess, but I'm old school with basketball. I got to stay with the Knicks. I haven't transitioned to the Nets yet. It's still a Jersey team to me. I know it's in Brooklyn, blah, blah, blah. How's your Miami Heat doing, though, this year?
They're doing pretty solid.
I know, they are doing pretty good. The Knicks are still. Yo, LeBron, though. And I think when the playoffs start in basketball, it's going to be good. Like, I'm excited for that. I know we're in the thick of the NFL, and I'm with it. Yesterday I was disappointed. I wanted different teams to win in the NFL this past games. I wasn't fucking with it. I'm not happy about it. Anyway, give me another topic.
Yeah, but it was some good games.
Oh, no, don't get me wrong. The games are good. The results wasn't what I wanted. Yeah, it was entertaining, though, and I love sports, so fuck it. Oh, I'm also looking forward to, hold on a sports tip, the Deontay Wilder fight, Tyson Fury, and there's some Conor McGregor. Like, there's fights coming up. Conor McGregor, get the fuck out of here. I am looking forward to some good shit like that, though. There's some good fighting shit going on. I get excited for fights and then they come and go, but certain ones, I mean, this one with Tyson Fury, bro, that motherfucker's a beast. I hope he wins. I want him to beat Wilder. That's just my opinion. Next topic.
All right, so this one's a good one. Favorite weed strains?
Yeah, this you said that because you know I'm gonna get aggravated. I don't care. What's the most ridiculous? I don't care. We go through this every time we talk about weed, bro. I don't care. Just give me good weed. I don't care if it's called AK-47. I don't care if it's called Gorilla Monsoon. I don't care what it's called.
Gorilla Glue is good.
That's great, bro. That's great. Yo, that just made me think. Can I tell you a really disturbing story real quick? Because you said Gorilla Glue. I'm on my random shit today. This is a rambling podcast and I love it. But here's the deal. There was once a story that I was told. And every time I look in a medicine cabinet and I take a pill, which I don't do a lot of, I'm really against that. So I double check everything that I'm ingesting in my body. There was an old lady, bro, that went to put eye drops in her eye and she put crazy glue in her eyes. Do you know how they fucking fixed it? They slit her eyelids back open very carefully with a razor blade. So kids, before you fucking put shit in your eyes or swallow pills or anything, look at the label twice. It's worth it. It's like when you're driving, right? They always say for motorcycles, look twice because they come up quick. So when you look and you look and you look one more time just in case. Because let me tell you the result of that motherfucker is someone slitting your eyes open with a razor blade to get rid of the... Can you imagine putting crazy glue in your eyes? And then what about the second one? You didn't know the first one? And the bottle is similar. Why would you keep a fucking eye drop bottle next to a crazy glue bottle? Little old lady, bro. You have to understand, my mother in the hospital all those years, she's told me stories. I mean, I've seen some bad shit. I saw my brother drink bleach. I came home from school one day and my brother's I saw him took a swig of something and I'm like, instantly blood vomit and burned, everything burned. He was in intensive care. Yeah, he was fine though after that. Yeah. Yeah, don't drink bleach either. See, I'm giving gems today, bro. Guys, don't drink bleach. All right, anyway, another topic.
All right, so we got upcoming movies.
Well, that's more of your thing than mine because I don't pay close enough attention. I do know this, and I want to remind you now. Thank God. Get me the Joker Steelbook. Please, if you could get it for me, bro. I don't have a lot of movies. I love the Joker, and that Steelbook is going to be fire, bro.
All right.
I hope you get it. I don't know if you can get it. I know it's exclusive. It's a pain in the ass. I need it. I need the Steelbook. Whatever. I'm just reminding you if you can, because it comes out tomorrow. It's tomorrow, bro. Oh, you're not working tomorrow. Fuck. All right, I think I'll just get the regular. I don't care. I'm going to buy the movie anyway. I might just buy it digitally. But you know the Steelbook is the shit. And that one is probably... I didn't see it. I bet you it's dope. Damn, I love some... Steelbooks are cool, man. I know people that have every single... You have a lot of Steelbooks.
Yeah.
I know. I only have... We talked about this last time. I have the Infinity War, which is great. I have Venom, which is my favorite. The Resident Evil 2 one, the gaming one, is great, but Venom... The fact that it says Venom in his mouth, oh my God. Oh, yo. This Sunday, the con. We're going to that con. Yeah. This time, do the right thing. Bring a backpack. We were unprepared the last con we went to. Eddie did it right. We look like fucking noobs, bro. We did. I just walked in there like, yeah, this is going to be awesome. I'm like, I'll take this. I'll take that. And then Eddie's got his fucking backpack. He's throwing shit in there clean. Everything's good. We're like, oh, I need a bag. And I got too many bags and I can't hold anything. Then we met that guy that looked just like Stan Lee. That was fucking nuts. Remember I say, Stan, can I take a picture with you? Sure. Remember he said, Spidey. Bro, I miss Stan Lee, man. Sad that man passed away. Super important. Think about how many lives that man touched. Stan Lee, bro. From back in the day.
Oh, I got his signature.
Yeah, you're lucky. You're lucky you did, man. I bet you the value on that goes up like a motherfucker now that he's passed.
Yeah, he was a cool guy.
Yeah, no, of course. He was the man, bro. He created all this crazy shit, bro.
Stan the man.
Stan the man, that's correct. All right, we got time for another topic for the transition?
All right, one more.
All right.
It's going to be favorite big box PC games.
Ooh, I want to get back into it big, man. I know that some people really go hard with big box PC collecting. Man, it's awesome. And, yo, like my favorite big box PC collector that I know, and you guys could correct me if I'm wrong, I think he's the best, is LGR. Guy from I forget his name. I think it's Jason. I could be wrong. You could fact check me since people like to call me out on fact checking, like they're coming here for definitive facts. Bro, I'm going freestyle off the dome for an hour. I don't have to fact check anything.
Well, I was gonna make a segment called "We Fuck Up."
Oh,
we fucked up a few
like on
times.
PTI at the end, mistakes. Yo, that show is great. I mean, honestly, I mean that's a great. But big box PC games though, seriously, like I have about 6 or 7 big box PC complete games. Got them stupid cheap, basically for free when the game store was closing. Remember Brad, he hooked me up, and actually it was before it closed, but Brad still hooked me up. Resident Evil OG complete big box and Mega Man X are my 2 more valuable, rare, obscure. I have Mortal Kombat trilogy. I have a bunch of Beavis and Butthead games. But bro, I've never seen the Mega Man X box that I have. Every other Mega Man X box, not Xbox, X box, has the cutout for the controller. Because it came with like a Sega style. Mine is complete. Mine is just Mega Man X, like the cover. I don't know. If any of you guys know about that, feel free to hit me up. I have no idea. So big box PC games are something that I definitely want to get into again. But man, I don't have space for it though.
You got the Resident Evil one too.
That's what I'm saying. The Resident Evil one's another really rare one. That's like, I'm telling you, I got them shits for like free. Like I remember going into the game store and they were on that shelf. And I'm like, Brad, what the fuck is all these big... He's like, oh, some kid just came in and traded them in, blah, blah, blah. And I bought a couple other things and he basically gave them to me. That store is now, it's non-existent anymore. That store is out of business. So, yeah, it sucks, but it's you know, it was an evil, it was a necessary evil, that store. Because I bought a lot of shit from it. They gave me really good deals. They probably gave me better deals. See, but I knew that. That's a collector tip, bro. You come in hot. You find a new store in town, I go in there with my dick out. Not literally, I mean my wallet. I go in there, I go, yo, bang, bang, bang. I buy up good shit and I never ask for a discount. I don't ask for a discount, so I pay up the first couple times. I come back and I'm spending another $400. Now you need to be like, all right, this guy's the fucking big tuna. We got to keep him. Cool. I'm just saying, like, you can... Or you could spend the rest of your life going to thrift stores and searching eBay, and then you don't actually get the games you want. I'm not saying empty your bank account and fuck your kids' food and your mortgage for a month. I'm saying if you want to be serious about this shit, you gotta be like, you know, there are little things that I've learned. Nobody taught me the game, bro. Nobody taught me any of this. I just have figured out ways, and this is just being a human being, to kind of maneuver and massage my way through the game, and some of it involves spending money. Some of it involves massaging relationships with store owners, letting them know you're serious. There's only been a few stores that I've gone to that I've spent big money where they don't give a fuck. Like, I'll go back in and I'll be like, I just spent like, remember I bought the Metal Gear? We won't name the store. When I bought the Metal Gear, GameCube and all that, they don't give a fuck. Their price is their price and they don't give a fuck. I'm like, cool, well, I drove an hour and 20 minutes to come here and I spent a lot of money in your store, and I've come back since, and you just act like that you've never seen me before. Remember the guy's like, hey, have you been here? When that guy said that to me, I wanted to kill him. Have I been here before, bro? You don't recognize me? I was just here fucking a month ago spending stupid money. Since I'm the only one in your store every time I come here, I would assume you would know that I'm the guy that, you know what I mean? I'm really big on that. That's like, I don't know if it's a New York thing, but I'm really big on it. Like, if I'm spending a lot of money, I expect you to really take care of me. Because that's the way it is. Now, after I spend the big amount of money, yeah, it's going to be less, but you're going to get a consistent customer. I'm loyal as fuck, bro. I'm loyal as fuck my weed guy. I'm loyal as fuck with anyone. Anyone that I buy shit consistently off of, as long as we got a good relationship, I don't want to fuck you over, but don't fuck me over. Don't you ever try to fuck me. What movie?
Scarface, of course.
Still a scumbag, but good job. All right, last round. Let's go.
All right, we got top 3 90s rapper favorites and why.
Ooh, I like that one. Biggie, Jay-Z, and Nas. Is that the typical New York answer? I mean, look, here's the deal. You know what? I like towards the end of the show, we start talking about hip-hop. I think that's a good thing we should do every week. Illmatic is the greatest hip-hop album of all time. Let's just go with that. It is. Then you got It Was Written is up there, even though it's still a Nas album. It is still up there. But Illmatic to me is still slightly better than It Was Written. Only Built for Cuban Links is up there. But then you still got Ready to Die. You got a bunch of albums, right? So Biggie, Jay-Z, and Nas to me have put out such a body of work, and I wish Biggie's was more. That I mean, their albums are so classic, so good that how could you not? I mean, what else would you say? You would say fucking Snoop Dogg or something is better. I know my boy Rapping and Snacking. He always Death Certificate by fucking Ice Cube is the greatest. But it's not better than Illmatic, bro. It's just simply not. Now, where's he from? L.A. Where I'm from, Long Island. So do we have a little bit of a bias? Can we meet somewhere in the middle? Sure, but you're not going to convince me just like I'm not going to convince him. Illmatic is better than any other hip hop album that has ever come out.
All Eyes on Me?
No, it's not. Like the production overall on there, you have to remember, I'm a bias, boom bap, jazzy, old sample. And that's why, you know what's funny? A lot of people that argue with It Was Written is better than Illmatic is because like his style switched up. Like Nas's style, he did the mafia shit on the second one. On It Was Written. You know what I mean? It's more, baby style, roll dice and linen. All that shit. And I fuck with it. Yo, don't get me wrong. The Message is one of my favorite songs. Fuck Nas. The Message by Nas is one of my favorite songs of all time. But there's something about Illmatic, bro. There's something about it. And as many times as I've listened to it, it never gets old. Some of these other albums I hear, I'll skip songs that kind of wear on me. Bro, Halftime comes on. New York State of Mind comes on. It doesn't matter. Like, there's never a time where I'm turning that down. Is music subjective? Sure it is. 100%. There are people that will tell me that Thank Me Later by Drake is better than It Was Written. Better than Illmatic. I mean, like I said last week, I went off about it that dude on Joe Budden's podcast that was a guest was talking about how my Dark Twisted Fantasy is better than... No way. Like, here's the problem. You can do it in sports, too. Well, we talk about, like, Steph Curry, and you guys all hold Steph Curry up like he's on Jordan's level. And then Jordan says he's not a Hall of Famer, and everyone gets at Jordan. It's like, well, who's more qualified to make that statement than Michael Jordan? I'm just saying. Like, what about these new cats and what they do gives them a right to call themselves the greatest of all time?
Yeah, but he could be a hater.
Well, I don't look at it that way. If I'm the greatest at what I do, anything I say is gospel. I'm not a hater. Dude, you have to understand. Hello, Unfiltered Mike. This is the way life works. Just like if I'm the greatest at something, but I fuck up legally, the company's still going to keep me because I make them the most money. Talent exceeds all that shit. But if I'm Michael Jordan and I tell you something about basketball, you gotta kind of just have to listen. And if he doesn't think Steph Curry's a Hall of Famer, but do you really think Michael Jordan said that, or was he trolling? I mean, did he mean it? I know he said it, but did he mean it? You're talking about someone who does not like Steph Curry, so of course I'm gonna champion that statement by Jordan because it's confirmation bias.
He's doing that get off my lawn shit.
Yeah, but isn't there a little bit of truth to the old people saying that, hey, this new shit just ain't what it was? Now, I will say this. Well, Mike, you could say, what about the people that were in hip-hop before you and like Africa Bambaataa? Well, but to me, if you just have a brain between your ears and you sonically hear that music, are you telling me that It Was Written or Illmatic or Reasonable Doubt or any of these early to mid-90s albums don't sonically just sound a million times better than, these are the breaks? Like, that's not... I get it. That was a time and era, and I respect it. And thank God it happened so we can have this new shit. But guess what? I'm not thanking God that Illmatic happened so I can have Travis Scott. Like, it's okay to admit that the music nowadays simply is just not as good. Not your opinion. Fuck your opinion. It's simply not as good. Factual. But because you're a younger kid, you want to be like, no, man, I lived in this era and my era is great. And everything is subjective, so I'm great. And it's like, I'm from an era that's like, no. If it's not as good as you say you are, we have to call you out on it. And there has to be a resolve. Unfortunately, we're talking about art. Art is subjective. But at least I come with facts. And what I'm doing is I'm putting Illmatic on the table and asking you to put an album on the table. And any album you put up there is not going to be as good and The further you go in time, the later you get into the 90s, the 2000s, the 2010s until now, the further the distance in quality becomes.
What about Big L's first album?
Imagine if Big L never died and got shot over some dumb shit. I always say, no rapper in history can say such simplistic things and sound so fly as Big L. Nobody. Nobody could just say simple shit and it's just like, woo. Heard about my last fight, man, aight then.
Big Pun?
I love Big Pun. Bro, Big Pun is fucking unbelievable, bro. His lyrical shit, and it's just like, I don't like when they have these discussions, like sometimes they'll ask Fat Joe, and because look at Fat Joe, right? Fat Joe used to be Flow Joe. Old school shit, right? Then he got into the lean back, and now he's into the, and he knows that's like, this lyrical shit. That's why people always hit me up. They're like, yeah, but what about new artists that are good, like Fabulous? I'm like, used to be a Fab fan when he was with Clue in 97 on mixtapes. You're telling me this trap shit? New York, like rap is turned into like trap sounding music. And by that, I mean anything that's not boom bap. Spaceship sounds, right? You always laugh at me when I say that. Overproduced, melodic sounding, and then you rap in like, any of that shit, get it the fuck out of here. You know, shout out my boy Money Miz. Me and Money Miz talk privately about the whole fucking Benny the Butcher and Drake thing, right? And he basically told me, bro, calm the fuck down. Why do you take this shit so seriously? Meanwhile, I'm thinking he takes it more seriously than me. He's into music even more than I am, and I'm into music. But I'm like, bro, I didn't get to where I'm at and be the person I am by not. I have an on and an off switch. 100 billion trillion or off. I'm not going to just and give people passes. It's not. His whole thing with the Drake and Griselda thing is, bro, it's great promotion for Griselda. Who cares if they make bullshit records with Drake? Let them do it. But I'm like, no, now you're compromising everything you claim to be in Griselda. We don't fuck with these rap cats, industry cats, independent, do it on our own, street shit, blah, 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 blah. You're compromising. I don't compromise ever. My Way or the Long Island Expressway. What movie?
No, that one is Meet the Parents.
Ooh, yo, you're 3 for 3.
No, that's not bad.
You're 3 for 3 today, bro. Once again, still a scumbag, but 3 for 3. That's pretty solid, bro. You know what? One more topic or should we end the show? What are we doing?
We got one more topic.
Go one more. I was ready to end it. I got up to the ledge and I backed off. Go ahead.
All right. What to open and what to keep in case?
What, like a game or something? Like, I mean, or they're like something like this, right? Like your Pokemon shit. I mean, if you have a sealed game, you know how I feel. Open that shit.
What about figs? I think he's talking about figs.
Oh, action. We go through this a lot, me and you, because you know me. Sometimes I'll open something, sometimes I won't. There's no rhyme or reason. But what does it always go to? How does it display in its box? Figure companies, and they've been doing this for years, certain ones, they know that they're selling a collectible figure that no one will ever open. How nice are the boxes? Just the way they're displayed in it. Some of the turtles, some of the... But if it's like a bullshit display or the way the packaging is, I say open it. It really depends what you're into. My issue is when you get like you have like 700 figures, they get a little crowded, Doyle. Would you concur?
They're trinkets.
Right. And then you have a table full of them, little mini ones, tall ones. It already bothers my OCD. We talked about that. But if the boxes are dope, I say keep them. Like if it looks good, and it's all about what you're into it. You know, I had a gentleman, I don't remember his name. He bought a bunch of figures from me, legend figures, recently through Instagram. You know what he told me? He goes, bro, honestly, just take them out of the boxes and ship them. He's like, I only want them loose. Plus, it would probably help me in shipping it anyway, and it was great. I put them in a bubbler. It's fine. I was like, wait, you want me to open them? And he's like, yeah. And he goes, you can keep all the Build-A-Figure pieces. I just want the figures. And so it just depends on what kind of collector you are and why you're getting this shit. You know, some of those Build-A-Figure pieces go for money, bro. Like, I had the Apocalypse one, fully complete, and the Lizard. Doc, just the head's like $60 sometimes. And people are nuts, bro. But these companies know what they're doing with that shit. They put certain ones with certain things, but it's all good. Keep your figures in a box. Games, play the motherfuckers. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. I think we'll end the show there. Solid show. Different kind of show. Felt different today. Hit me up on Instagram at Retro and Rare. Follow the show's page at Retro and Rare Podcast. Follow this kid at Just Retro Chillin'. Until next time, peace.